Good morning and welcome to Bernal Connect. We are joined today by both Anne and Leslie of Bernal Heights Outdoor Cinema. And Leslie, how are you?
Very
I
well, thanks.
am fine, thank you.
Okay.
So we're heading into the 21st edition of Bernal Heights. I live here. You think I can do that better, right? Bernal Heights Outdoor Cinema. Tell us a little bit about how did this start and how did we end up 21 years later?
Yeah, we started when Bernal Heights was actually a very different neighborhood. And the idea that Anne and I were thinking about at that point was using all of the filmmaker talent that we knew and lived next door to or down the street from, and using our underutilized parks and playgrounds and open spaces at that time. So back in the day, 20 years ago, um, Prisita Park, Holly Park, Bernal Playground were not used to the extent that they are today. And we noticed that they were great spaces, great open spaces to put up a film screen, bring in some portable projection audio, and sit out with our neighbors and filmmakers and show their works.
So, I mean, obviously there's lots of film across the city. What makes you guys unique?
We're our niche is really that we feature local filmmakers' work, and actually, it's only more recently that other film festivals have started doing that as well. But we really started that trend, if I may say so, back 20 years ago, because we, as Leslie said, we knew a lot of people who were in the business in one fashion or another, and we thought, well, just wouldn't it be fun, just to share the work of our neighbors with our neighbors. So that was how it all started, and it was very seat of your pants kind of operation. We set up the equipment ourselves. We got donated equipment from El Rio. They provided the sound and the sound technician. Then we started working with Soma Arts, and another neighbor, Ernie, would help us set up equipment in the parks. But we've really evolved over the years, over the last 21 years, especially because the technology has changed, and what we use is so much different from what we started out with.
I mean, it's such a magical experience to be outside enjoying the films with our local community. So that's such a great opportunity. What can we be looking forward to in this year's festival?
Well, the biggest change in this year's festival is our new film crawl on Mission. We have done traditionally a film crawl on Cortland over the years with great success, using all of our local shop holders, including cafes, Progressive Grounds, Inclusions Art Gallery, the Kingman Young Photography Studio, as well as the Neighborhood Center and the Bernal Branch Library, to set up a night of multiple film screenings where our audience members could just walk up and down the street and see a variety of films. So this year, we actually have been wanting recently to extend our film crawl to Mission. And we designed a Thursday evening, so an additional evening to our schedule, to do a film crawl on the Bernal Mission corridor. Mike, you know that area well,
I do.
around 29th and Mission.
And what venues will be participating this year?
We're pretty excited about the venues that we've who have agreed to join us. The Cafe 78 and Stemful and Studio 45, those three are on 29th Street. And then just around the corner, a little bit north on Mission, is the Magic Patio. And for me, this was a real eye opener because frankly, I didn't know about these places, except I did know about the cafe, but there's other three venues I had never been introduced to. And it's quite exciting what is happening down there on Mission and 29th Street. And I think I'm really looking forward to introducing people to it, as well as showing the films that we are able to program there.
The
Yeah,
other
we're really excited
part,
about those venues as well because, Studio 45 is a co-working space. We have STEMful, which is an after-school STEM program. And then despite, no one ever remembering that it exists, the Magic Patio has been around a long time. So it's great to showcase that venue to remind folks that it's there. I'm sorry, Leslie, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to add that the other exciting part of the film crawl on Mission is that it gives us an opportunity to invite a number of new film festival partners to co-present with us. So we're inviting the San Francisco Dance Film Festival back. They haven't shown with us in quite some time, so we're thrilled that they're returning. The Ocean Film Festival is coming on board, and we have room for them on our film crawl on Cortland. Citizen Film is returning to the Mission crawl, and as well as Bay Area Video Coalition, or BAVAC. And then we also get an opportunity. So Bernal Heights Outdoor Cinema will also have a venue to showcase our neighborhood filmmakers.
And just to clarify, what are the dates of the festival?
September 5th is the film crawl on Mission. September 6th, the film crawl on Cortland. September 7th is Prisita Park, our Under the Stars screening. And then we have a season finale on September 26th at Bernal Library.
Cool. And so anything you can share about the potential filmmakers or films that we might expect to see? Or is that under wraps?
No, it's not under wraps. One of the wonderful things that's been happening in these last couple of years is an increased number of animation. And it's the technology has made it more accessible to the filmmakers, and we are getting some really beautiful animation, as well as some very thoughtful storytelling, and that's really quite gratifying for us. We've over the years, and still do, and because our audiences really appreciate them, we show a lot of documentaries, but documentaries are a little less complicated to produce. They're a little less expensive to produce. And now, because technology has become so much more accessible, we're seeing more narrative pieces, more dramas, more comedies, more music videos, more of a lot of different genres. And that's really, that's been a real wonderful development over the years.
We're obviously really excited about the upcoming festival, which is more or less the culmination of the work that you've been doing all year long. Just quickly, just walk us through the process. So when do submissions open up? So for next year, when can people start to, plan ahead? So give us a little bit of an outline of how to participate going forward.
Film submissions will open in February. They traditionally open in February. We claim they close in June. There's always an extension, but don't tell anybody.
I won't.
But that's the period of time that we ask people to start submitting their films. We do solicit films directly from film departments, film schools, as well as local filmmakers who have shown their films with us in the past. But we are always asking them to reach out to their friends and fellow filmmakers to bring in more. But our mission is to feature local filmmakers. So we're not an international film festival. We don't go beyond the Bay Area. And even that, we try to be a little more exclusive isn't the word. What do I want to say, Leslie? A little more,
Collective.
well, okay, or place-based, I guess.
Inclusive, and I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we're hyper local is the way we
Mhm.
like to describe ourselves, and the way we set ourselves apart from the many, many film festivals that happen in the city as well as, you know, the Bay Area.
And what has changed sort of in the festivals over the years? I mean, many of these films now have an opportunity to be screened online. Has that changed the feeling of the outdoor cinema based on sort of now we have other venues, whether it be Hulu or streaming, things like that, which gives the filmmakers more access to an audience. How has that changed or influenced your festival?
I don't think it's changed much at all, in part because the whole idea, the whole magic of Bernal Heights Outdoor Cinema is watching film together. And as you have experienced, Mike, there is just something really beautiful, collective, a sense of belonging when people are sitting in the park on their, lawn chairs or their picnic, with their blanket and picnic basket, and watching the film and laughing and reacting together. So while we have used on stream, streaming, particularly during COVID, I don't think it really affects the basic nature and core of what connects audiences and filmmakers to Bernal Heights Outdoor Cinema. The one thing I want to make sure everyone knows is that this year we are showcasing our Best of Bernal, Spirit of Bernal, and Bernal Bright Star award-winning films at Prisita Park. And so while we've done that in sort of a random way in the past, this year it's actually a showcase, and the takes up the entire second half of our night at Prisita Park.
Right.
And that's on September 7th, a Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo your sentiments. Yes, I've had the opportunity to partake in the screenings in the past, and it's just great, right? Because you're out there with your neighbors, you're chatting with people. Some of them some of them you don't, but that's really about an opportunity for the community to come together, enjoy film, enjoy a night out, maybe have a couple glasses of wine on the lawn. So I appreciate your time, and I won't keep you any longer because I know you guys are busy getting ready. But if folks want to learn more about the schedule and learn more about the film festival, where should they go?
They can go to our website, which is BH Outdoor Cine, OUTDOORCINE at, .org. They will be able to then access the 4 different evenings of programming and get an idea of what the films are. They'll see a little synopsis of all of the films. And then hopefully, when they come to the event, they'll get a program, and on the program, there will be a QR code that will also give them more information if they need it. So, we have banners hanging. We're putting up large posters. So we are trying to get the word out as much as possible.
And
That's
also
great.
on Eventbrite, right?
And on Eventbrite as well. Yep.
Great. I will make it a point to put the link below, both to your website as well as the Eventbrite invite, so that folks can follow both. Again, thank you for your time. We look forward to seeing you in Prisita Park. And good luck. Break a leg.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks. Take care.